Wish takes place in an unspecified geographical location in the Mediterranean, a utopian city called Roses, where people from all walks of life are welcome to live together in harmony. They don't pay rent, people are singing and dancing on the street, and they're generally happy being ruled by the king, Magnifico. Magnifico is a strong sorcerer who spent his life learning magic and bettering himself after seeing his homeland destroyed by selfish thieves. With his family gone, he founded Roses on the principles of equality. But there's a catch. Each resident must hand over their deepest wish when they turn 18 for the king to keep safe. Step forward, Asha, our plucky, nerdy, quirky protagonist that's the freshest clone from the current crop of modern Disney princesses we've seen so often in these films since Tangled. Asha is not happy that the king won't grant her 100-year-old grandfather's wish and sets out to right this wrong. Despite Magnifico explaining why, it's a rather contrived reason, but you kinda understand it, Asha decides to steal that wish, give it to her grandfather, and let his wish be granted. Why won't Magnifico grant Asha's grandfather's wish? This wish is kept inside a large dome that houses all the other wishes that look suspiciously like the memory orbs from Inside Out. The wisher then has their memory erased of their desire once it's gone, so they leave without regret. Each month, the king grants someone's wish, complete with a lavish monthly ceremony to celebrate this. The king alone decides what's best for the city, and which wishes he deems are dangerous, unrealistic, or could incite the flames of rebellion to overthrow their little utopia. As one would expect, things like flying, lavish riches, or wildly crazy wishes probably aren't going to be granted. The wishes of Roses are a part of your heart and are basically the memory orbs from Inside Out. The wish sees her grandfather singing in front of everyone. It's too dangerous as it's too vague and could inspire a rebellion and destroy Roses. Why is Magnifico so paranoid and worried? Magnifico worked hard to become a strong sorcerer and has the power to grant wishes to the good and the worthy. He and his wife ended up on an island in the Mediterranean and created Roses under the principle of allowing anyone from any region to be welcome together. They settled in and enjoyed their time, with wishes given to the king Magnifico that may or may not be granted. He founded the kingdom so there would be a place where everyone is safe. No one should see their dreams be destroyed before their eyes. He's doing all of this to protect them. When Asha shows up and tries to be his assistant, Magnifico thinks he's finally found someone to open up with. When he sees Asha only wanted to do this to get her grandfather's wish granted, he feels betrayed. Asha wants to give the dreams back to every single person so they can try and explore it themselves. People come to Roses and give the wishes willingly so they forget their worries. Asha believes it's the most beautiful part of them and wants to give it back. She wants more for us than this, which she sings about, but for Magnifico, he thinks this will completely destroy the foundation of Roses. As a result, Magnifico uses forbidden magic, which corrupts him. How is Magnifico stopped? The king has embraced the corrupt magic that makes him intent on capturing Star for himself. He wants to take all the energy for himself, but the queen joins the rebellion while the king continues to take wishes for himself. Asha is given a magic wand by Star and Magnifico is lured out into the forest, where Asha is waiting. The queen decides to find a way to break the hold of the cursed magic has on him, which is never followed up, mind you. At the same time, the other kids decide to release all the wishes into the air. It turns out Magnifico out in the woods is actually Simon. The bear from earlier in the movie shows up to stop Simon, along with an army of rabbits. Back in Roses, Star starts to release all the wishes into the world, but Magnifico gets there first and traps Star and all the other wishes. Asha is then trapped by the king, who watches as Magnifico takes Star into the staff and is consumed by greed and desire. Asha tries to wish on stars, but Magnifico shoots her down, deciding to bind the whole city. All the residents decide to sign together and decide they want more than this. The power of all these citizens banding together and singing is enough to break the forbidden magic consuming Magnifico. He himself is destroyed and turned into a wish while Star returns and decides everyone should have their own wishes back. How does Wish end? Does Asha get everything she ever wanted? Simon returns and apologizes for his actions. He was sorry he had to live without himself and he wanted to believe Magnifico. While he's forgiven, Magnifico is not. He's locked inside the mirror and kept locked in the dungeon for all eternity. The Queen admits that he deserves to be hung in the dungeon forever, though we know that he was corrupted by bad magic. The Queen takes over and everyone is happy just like they were originally. Queen Amaya decides to help grant every wish for everyone. I dream for a utopian metropolis where all mammals are equal, Valentino says as he speaks to Asha. Wish is still here for now and he decides to give Asha the power of magic. She's going to be Rosa's fairy godmother and it's implied that everyone will be given everything they ever wanted. Star needs to be there for others who wish upon him, so he leaves. And they all lived happily ever after. In the end, the real bad guy here was Magnifico for not granting everyone their wishes. Now that Asha has the power to grant every single wish to everyone in Rosa, the place is a happy city once more.